Hi everyone, it's Paul here from Evan Sky Studios. So today I'm going to be doing a video on completing quests within Sable. So since the alpha test version of Sable went live last Sunday, one of the things I got asked most about is probably quests and physical keys and non-physical keys. So in today's video we're going to show how you can use these. Now most people know that you can already create quests where you just have to go and speak to an NPC and they get you to go and find something and you have to return it to them. But there are also more complex quests that you can create within Sable using non-physical keys. So although we will show how to create a simple basic go and find something quest, we'll also explore some of the more creative ways you can use quests within Sable. So just before we start, one thing I'd like to say is a lot of people have been reporting an issue with quests. So one big issue with quests is quests should really be tested in play game mode, and the reason for this is in debug mode. Once you leave a map, the map resets. This is in debug mode, so it means if you get a quest from a player on map 1 in a debug mode and then leave that map, the player, the NPC doesn't have any recollection of setting you that quest, because like I say, in debug mode, leaving a map doesn't store your progress because it's just there for testing. So for best results, it's always best to test any quests you've created in play game mode. You can test them in debug mode like I'm going to do in this video, as long as the quest as long as you don't leave the map once you receive the quest before you go back and complete it. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, as you can probably hear, I'm already in Sable. I'm in a test map I created for a test project ages ago. We're just outside a tavern, so we're going to head in and create some quests.
Enter the tavern.
Okay, just going to head over to the western side of the tavern and we'll create our first quest. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a simple, create an NPC and get them to set us a quest to go and find.
Objects. Please, person.
Now I'm going to whiz through the actual NPC creation part pretty quickly, since you all know how to create NPCs from now, so we'll just whiz through this so we can see the quest side quicker.
Please enter person's name.
We're going to call him Drunk.
Okay. Please enter person's description.
Won't worry about that.
Would you like to use a pre-recorded
no.
voice? No. Select sound set.
We're going to use male.
Male. Does this person set the player a task?
Yes, they're going to set us a quest.
Yes. Please give the quest a name.
Okay, so we need to give the quest a name, so we're going to call it just Find Wallet.
If you would like the quest to have a description,
it's not going to have a description.
Please give the key to this task completion key a name. Edit. Drunk completion key.
Okay, so the next thing we have to do is give the quest completion key a name. Now this is going to be a physical item that the player will actually have to go and collect. So where you want the player to go and collect a physical item, you would name the key whatever the item is that the player has to go and find. So in this case, we want the player to go and find the wallet. So we're going to call the key item wallet. And this will be the item that the player needs to go and find and return to the drunk.
If you would like the key to have a description,
no.
Please, is this a physical item which the player will hold?
We're going to say yes, it is a physical item, so this will be something the player will actually have to go and collect and will appear in the player's inventory.
Yes. Please enter the text that will be spoken when the NF.
I'm just going to add some quick text here for the NPC.
Please enter the text that will be spoken.
I thought you were looking for my wallet.
Please enter the text that.
Thanks for finding my wallet.
Please press enter to place the created drunk.
The actual text I gave the NPC is fairly irrelevant. It's more about showing the quests at this stage. So we've placed our drunk. Now what I want to do is I'm going to bring up the edit menu with Alt and E.
Please select.
And I'm going to select key items.
Key and quest items. Below are all wallet.
And you can see there's the wallet that we've created. Now I want to amend this wallet, so I'm going to select the wallet.
Wallet in link to description value.
And I want to change its value, and I want to make this wallet worth 50 marks.
Enter the item's value 400,450.
Okay, marks are just what I have the currency set to in this particular project.
Value.
And there we go, we've done that.
Wallet.
So
key and quest items.
Now we need to find a way of getting the player to find the wallet. So I've got a merchant in one of the northern guest rooms to this tavern, so let's go and give the wallet to the merchant to sell.
Northern guest room.
Morning.
There's our merchant. So what we're going to do is, using the object editor, I'm going to add the wallet to the merchant stuff he can sell.
Please select which object add additional items. Please select items you wallet. How many would you like to add? 1. Wallet. 7. Add additional items to the object. Game menu.
We've now added the wallet to the stuff the merchant can sell. So this would mean the player would get the quest from the drunk, they'd come and see the merchant, they would find out the merchant's selling it, and they'd need to get some gold. Since the player doesn't start with any gold, it would mean the player would have to run around, complete a bunch of other stuff, so they've got enough money so they can buy the wallet and then return it to the drunk to complete the quest. Now that's a little bit more than I want to do just for the sake of this demo, so we're going to find an easier way of getting the wallet to the player. Now, one of the things I get asked all the time is it possible to have items just found on the floor, so not putting them in a container and just having the player find them on the floor? And the simple answer is yes, and that's what we're going to do now. We're going to find a way of leaving just the wallet on the floor so the player can stumble across it, find it, and then return it to the drunk. So I'm going to use a trigger object for this.
Objects. Trigger object. Please enter a name.
I'm not going to give it a name, I'm just going to give it a reference.
Please select which type of transition you would like.
And this is going to be an auto transition. So I've selected auto transitions. This means as soon as the player stands on the tile, they'll be automatically rewarded or find the wallet that we want them to find.
Would you like to assign this trigger a radar sound?
I'm not going to give them a radar.
To place the created object.
So let's place the object.
Please select if you wish for a cutscene or music change. Change map cutscene.
Okay, so I'm going to play a cutscene, and it's actually not a cutscene, but more just a sound clip that I've added that I want to play when the player stumbles over the spot where the wallet is.
Please select the found _ item.
I'll sample the sound so you can hear it. That's the sound the player will hear when they stumble across where the wallet is. So let's select
Enter
that.
any text you would like spoken while
cutscene
no. is. Select event trigger. Reward an item. Please select.
We've selected the event trigger to be reward an item, so we're now going to have reward them the wallet.
Wallet. Would you like to reward another item?
No.
No. Would you like to assign an experience bonus or gold reward
let's
to
say yes.
Yes. Please enter any
experience.
No
to experience.
Please enter any gold.
We're going to award
0.
50 gold.
Enter any text you would like spoken after the event trigger. Leave.
No.
Please select single use trigger. Event trigger added.
Okay, and there we go. We've added the event trigger so the player can now stumble across this and find the wallet. So let's head back to the drunk.
Tavern. Drunk.
Okay, and now what we're going to do is I'm going to enter debug mode, and you'll actually see this play out and see the player go and collect the quest. So
please select. Please enter yes. Saving. Debug mode activated.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk to the drunk and get the quest.
Please find my wallet. Find wallet added to quest log.
Okay, so we've got the quest, so now if we speak to the drunk again, he'll just tell us that we haven't found it yet.
I thought you were looking for my wallet.
And again, every time I speak to the drunk, he'll just say the same until I return his wallet.
I thought you were looking for my wallet.
We can look in our quest list.
Below are a list of all your active. Find wallet.
There's the quest. And now let's go to the room with the merchant.
Northern guest room.
Now when we go through here, we should take a few steps and we should stumble across the wallet. So let's go through.
Wallet added to your inventory. Received 50 Tarvalin marks.
And there you go. As you saw, we just stumbled across it and we found the wallet and it's been added to our inventory. If we now go to our inventory.
Items inventory. Wallet.
There's the wallet in our inventory. Just because we've got the merchant in here, let's speak to the merchant quickly.
Buy.
We could select buy and we should see the wallet in here as well.
The following items. Wallet. 75 Tarvalin marks, only one in stock.
And there we go. So we could have had it set so the player had to find it buy it from the merchant, but we found it so we can go back and give it to the drunk. So let's go and give it to the drunk.
Northern Tavern. Drunk.
Okay, so now if we speak to the drunk, he should recognise that we found his wallet and thank us.
Thanks for finding my wallet.
And there we go. Now if we check our quest log,
no active quests.
The quest has now gone. So that's how simple it is to create a simple, to create an NPC to go and for them to set your quest to go and find and return something to them. So I'm just going to exit debug mode.
Please select project. Please exit to map 1. Oh, map 1. Debug mode deactivated.
Okay, so now let's head over to the eastern side of the tavern, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a slightly different type of quest. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to create an NPC that sets you a quest to go and speak to another NPC. So first of all, let's create NPC number 1.
Objects. Person. Please
we'll call
enter
him
person's
Innkeeper.
I-N-K. Please enter person's description.
Won't give him a description.
Would you like to use a pre-recorded
no.
voice? No. Select sound set. Male.
Set it to male.
Does this person set the player a task?
Yes, they're going to set us a task.
Yes. Please give the quest a name edit.
Get rid of the scary clown. Okay, this doesn't make a lot of sense, but again, this is about showing how quests work.
If you would like the quest to have a description,
nope.
Please give the key to this task completion key a name edit. Innkeeper completion key.
Okay, so now we need to create the completion key. Now I'm going to use a non-physical key here. Now by default it's called the name of the completion key.
Innkeeper completion key.
Innkeeper completion key, but we want to call it something different. And it doesn't matter what we call it, as it's going to... So I'm just going to delete the current one.
Blank.
It doesn't matter what we're going to call it because it's a non-physical key. Now non-physical keys the player will never see, and they're just a behind-the-scene mechanic which allows Sable to know when the task has been completed. So really you could call it whatever you want if it's going to be a physical key because the player's not going to see it. So I'm trying to think of something. In fact, let's just call it whatever we want will be its name. That's totally stupid, but again it just shows the point that it doesn't matter what you call it because the player will never see it.
Whatever we want. If you would like the key to have a description, is this a physical item which the player will hold?
Not a physical item, so it's a non-physical key.
No. Please enter the text that will be spoken when the NPC is interacted with. This is the text.
I just need to add the NPC speech. I'll quickly add this.
Please go
speak to the clown and
ask him age T.
Sorry, I can't seem to type for some reason.
Leave. Please enter the text that will thought you were to him to please enter the text and please press enter to place the created object.
So let's place the Innkeeper now.
Innkeeper.
There he is. So now we need to go and place the second NPC, which is going to be this clown that we've been asked to get rid of. Okay, so let's place the clown here.
Objects. Please select person.
Okay, now we're going to create another NPC.
Please enter person P.
I don't think you can have a scary clown and not call it Pennywise, so Pennywise it is.
Please enter person's description. Would you like to use a pre-record? No.
No.
Select sound set. Pennywise.
I already have a Pennywise sound set, so let's use that.
Does this person set the player a task?
No, they don't set a task.
Please enter the initial text that will be spoken when the person is...
Let me just give them their line of text.
Okay. Only ask why. Would you like to add more dialogue?
Nope.
Press enter to place the created object. Pennywise.
Okay, so there you go. We've placed Pennywise. So now what I want to do is I want to set an event trigger on Pennywise. So once we've spoken to him, the player will receive the non-physical key. And again, although the player will receive it, because it's a non-physical key, the player will not see that they've received it. It's just a behind-the-scenes mechanic which allows Sable to know the task has been completed. So let's bring up the object editor with Shift and O.
Please select which object attribute event trigger.
We're going to set an event trigger.
Select when you would like the trigger to fire. After Pennywise's final speech.
Yep.
Please select if you wish for a cutscene or music change. Enter any text you would like spoken.
Don't need any text spoken.
Leave. Select event trigger.
Okay.
Restore party.
I'm going to use
reward an item. Experience. Please
reward
select.
an item. So we now need to decide which item we're going to reward the player with, and it's going to be that non-physical key called
wallet. Whatever we want.
Whatever we want. So let's give him that.
Would you like to reward another
No.
item? Would you like to assign it?
No.
Enter any text you would like. Event trigger added.
Okay, and that's now
event trigger.
That's now added the event trigger to Pennywise. So let's now head back to the Innkeeper. The fairground music is just Pennywise's radar sound that I have set for it.
Innkeeper.
Right, let's head into debug mode and see this in action.
Please select project. Please enter yes. Saving. Debug mode activated.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk to the Innkeeper and get him to set us to the quest.
Please go speak to the clown and ask him to leave. Get rid of the scary clown added to quest log.
Okay, so there we go, we've got the quest. That's the
Below
quest
are a
log.
list of get rid of the scary clown.
There you go. And now if we speak to the innkeeper again, he'll tell us we haven't completed the task because he knows we haven't spoken to the clown yet.
I thought you were going to ask him to leave.
And if I speak to the innkeeper again, he'll just keep saying that until we speak to the clown.
I thought you were going to ask him to leave.
So let's go and speak to the clown.
Pennywise.
Okay, so we're now going to talk to Pennywise.
Okay, I'll leave but only because you ask so nicely.
Okay, and again, obviously the player doesn't know that non-physical key's been given, but it has. And again, if we check the player's inventory,
Items inventory.
there'll be nothing in there.
No key or quest
As
items.
the non-physical keys do not appear in the player's inventory. Again, they're just a behind-the-scene mechanic. So, but now when we go back to the innkeeper, he'll recognise that we've spoken to Pennywise.
Innkeeper.
Because we behind the scenes received the non-physical keys. Let's speak to the innkeeper.
Thanks for speaking to the clown.
And there you go. That's how easy it is to complete a quest where an NPC sets you a quest to go and speak to another NPC. So let's come out of debug mode again.
Please select. Please exit debug to exit map 1. Oh, map 1.
Okay,
Debug
so
mode deactivated.
I'm just gonna go up to where Pennywise is.
Pennywise.
His radar's far too loud, so I'm just gonna delete him from the map.
Are you Yes. Pennywise deleted.
Okay, so what we're going to do is for our next quest, we're going to have an NPC set us to go and complete a task for them. So we're going to create an NPC that's going to ask us to go and find their niece. So let's create an NPC.
Objects. Please select a person. Please enter Please enter person's description.
We won't give him a description.
Would you like to use a pre-recorded? No. Select sound set.
Male sound set.
Does this person set the
Yes,
player
they're going to
a
set
task?
us a task.
Yes. Please give the
Find farmer's niece.
If you would like the quest to have a description,
nope.
Please give the key to this task.
Okay, so we need to again set the task completion key name.
Blank.
So again, because it's a non-physical key, it doesn't matter what we call it. It really doesn't matter because the player will never see it. And just to prove that, I'm going to call it something totally stupid.
Something totally stupid.
And that's the name of the task completion key. It doesn't make a lot of sense to name it that, but it's just again to emphasise the player will never see a non-physical key. They're behind-the-scenes mechanics for Sable to know when a task's complete.
If you would like the key to have a description,
no.
Is this a physical item which the player will hold?
No, it's not a physical item. It's a non-physical key.
Please enter the text that will be spoken. Please find my niece. Please enter the text that will.
You were looking for my niece.
Please enter the.
Thanks for finding
my Please enter the text that will. Press enter to place the farmer.
Okay, so we've now placed the farmer, and I've already placed the farmer's niece in the tavern. So let's go and find the farmer's niece.
Back into tavern. Trapdoor to basement.
Okay, so there's a trapdoor to the basement. I know she's down here, so let's go down into the basement. And let's see if we can find her.
Farmer's niece. Farmer's niece.
There she is. So what I want to do is I actually want to set an event trigger on the farmer's niece, so she's going to come and join our party. So I'm going to use the object editor with Shift and O.
Please select which event trigger.
Set an event trigger.
Select when you would like the trigger to fire. After farmer's niece's final speech, please select if you wish for a cutscene or music change.
No.
None. Enter any text you
Don't
would
want any
like
text
spoken. Select event trigger. Add farmer's niece to player's party.
Yep.
Please select farmer's niece's class.
She's going to be a cleric.
Cleric. Please select the gender for farmer, female. Please select how farmer's nieces manually enter. Assign farmer's nieces level based on the player's average party member's level.
That'll be fine.
Please enter any text you would like spoken when
farmer's niece joins your party.
Please ensure party member event trigger added.
Okay, so now in
trigger.
Bug mode, when we find the farmer's daughter, she'll join our party. The only problem is that hasn't found a way of us getting the non-physical key that the farmer says, and the farmer needs that non-physical. We need to receive that non-physical key for the farmer to recognise that we found his daughter. Since I've already added an event trigger to the farmer's daughter, I can't add a second one, so I need to find another way of getting that non-physical key to the player so the farmer recognises we've completed the task. So I'm going to be a little bit creative here, and I'm going to head back to the stairs to the inn.
Event trigger. Stairs to tavern.
Okay, I'm back in the tavern now, and what I'm going to do is
Trapdoor to basement.
I'm going to add an event trigger to the trapdoor to the basement, which will actually give us the key that we want to go and to recognise that we've completed the quest for the farmer. So let's do this.
Please select event trigger. Please select. Add new event trigger. Warning, yes.
There's already one on here, but that's fine, I'll change
Please select if you wish for a change map music.
it. No.
Enter any text
Okay,
you would
so
like
I'm
spoken.
going to have some text spoken when we when the event trigger first fires. So, you stumble into a room where you see the farmer's niece.
Select event trigger. Reward an item.
Going to reward an item.
Please select.
It's going to be
Something totally stupid.
there's something totally stupid. Non-physical key.
Would you like to reward another item?
Nope.
Would you
Nope.
enter any text you would? Please select single-use trigger.
A single-use trigger.
Event trigger added.
Okay, so now
Event trigger.
now when we go through the trapdoor, it will behind the scenes reward the player with that key, so therefore the quest will be complete. But we can still go and speak to the farmer's daughter and also get her to join our party as well. So let's see this at work in action and head into debug mode.
Farmer.
Okay, so let's head into debug mode.
Please select. Project. Please select. Enter to enter. Yes. Debug.
So first things first, let's speak to the farmer.
Farmer. Please find my niece. She's forever getting in trouble. I swear it feels like this is the 400,000th time she's done this month. Find farmer's niece at the quest log.
Sorry, the reason for my laugh is that read it out. One of the testers originally found a bug which allowed them to create just over 400,000 quests. You'll be pleased to know that bug has gone, but I thought I would mention that in this quest, so I put that into the quest title. Right, let's speak to the farmer again, and because we haven't found his daughter, he should say we haven't found her yet.
I thought you were looking for my
Yep.
niece.
And every time we speak to him, he'll keep
I
continue
thought
saying
you were
that.
looking for my
So
niece.
let's go and find his niece for him.
Back to tavern.
We're only going to do it once, not 400,000 times, so don't worry.
Trapdoor to basement.
So when we go down into the trapdoor, it should speak the text we wanted it to, and also behind the scenes it will reward the player the non-physical key.
You stumble into a room where you see the farmer's niece.
Again, so there we go, and behind the scenes again, it won't have appeared in the player's
Items
inventory.
Key and quest. No key or
Still shows
quest.
empty, but behind the scenes, Sable will now know we've got that non-physical key, and when we go back and speak to the farmer, it will mark the quest as it will show that the quest is complete.
Farmer's niece. Farmer's niece.
Now let's speak to her, and she should join our party afterwards.
Thank you for finding me. I'll tag along and join your group for a short while. Farmer's niece joins your party.
And there we go, she's joined our party. So now we wander around, she's no longer here because she's now part of our party. So let's go back up the stairs.
Stairs to tavern.
Let's go and find the farmer and tell her we found his daughter, or his niece, sorry.
Door to tavern. Farmer. Thanks for finding my niece.
And there we go, now if we look at the quest
No
log,
active quests.
there's nothing in there because we've completed all the quests. So again, that's how you can use event triggers to go and to have an NPC get you to do something. And also, I think I showed an interesting way where you can have potentially use, like I say, we couldn't set the event trigger directly on the farmer's niece since I'd already had an event trigger there in place, but I found a unique way of doing it, i.e. attaching it to the door that led to that. So again, I think with Sable, a lot of the things is there are a lot of powerful tools already in Sable, but sometimes some of the most powerful tools can come down to how well you can use the tools that are in here. A little bit of creative out of the box thinking is required. In fact, that's what I want to show for my next quest. So for my next question, I'm going to say a big thank you to one of our private testers, Richard Claridge, who came up with this idea. So one of the things that people often say or have said is it would be nice to get more ways to have quests given to you in Sable, so it's not always an NPC. And Richard, like I say, one of our private testers, actually came up with a really unique way of doing that, and we're going to use his idea now, and we're going to create a way of the player finding a book, and then that book assigning the player a quest. So let's come out of debug mode to start with.
Please select Project Options. Exit to Map 1. Map 1.
Okay, let's head back into the basement.
Back into the tavern. Trapdoor to basement.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a way of the player finding a book, the book setting the player a quest, and to go and kill something. We'll then go and kill something, and we'll get rewarded once we have. So let's bring up our object menu.
Objects. Please select object person.
Now, it might seem slightly strange, but it's actually going to start off that we're going to be it's going to look like we're creating a person, but in fact, it's not actually going to be an NPC. So let me show you what I mean.
Please enter person's name. Edit.
So we're going to call it
Stone
Plinth.
Please enter person's description.
Description is a
worn leather
book sits atop a stone plinth.
Would you like to use a pre-recorded voice?
Obviously we don't want this to have a pre-recorded voice.
No. Select sound set. Stone plinth.
So I created a stone plinth sound set, so again it will give the impression that the player's actually reached a stone plinth with a book on top of it.
Does this person set the player a task? Yes. Please give the quest a name. Edit. Kill the cave.
Kill the cave beast.
If you would like the quest to have a description,
no.
Please give the key to this task completion.
It's going to be a non-physical key, so again we can call it whatever we want. Because my brain's completely given up on me, I'm just going to call it ZZZZZ.
If you would like the key to have a description,
no.
Is this a physical item which the player will hold?
Non-physical key.
No. Please enter the text that will be spoken when the NPC.
I've got some text I pre-wrote.
Sable Ops 24 Studio Mode Settings button. Notes - notepad. Please find blank. Ancient Parchment of Home. Ancient. Ops Sable Engine. Contest version 1.8.1. Sable Engine. Contest version 1.8.1.
Please enter the text that will be spoken when the NPC is interacted with before the task or space. Please enter the text. Please enter the press enter to place the created
let's
object.
place a stone plinth here.
Stone plinth.
Now if we walk away from that, you can hear I've given it a nice sparkly radar type sound. And when the player finds the stone plinth, it sounds like we've hit a stone plinth, and we can read its description.
A worn leather book sits atop a stone plinth.
Okay, but to make this seem more like it's a book giving the player a quest, I'm going to go into the object editor.
Please select which object sound bytes.
The bottom option is something called sound bytes, and sound bytes allow you to add a sound clip or a bit of music that will play in the background whilst the TTS speech is being spoken for an NPC, and we're going to use that here to make this seem more like it's the book giving us a quest.
Please select below.
Okay, so first of all we need to
add new sound byte. Ancient.
We need to find the line of text we want to apply the soundbite to.
Ancient Parchment of Quests. Please select which soundbite you wish to. Vendor blue the book underscore open.
Book open, that'll be fine.
Please select below.
Okay, and
soundbites.
We're now done as far as that's concerned. So now when the player, we do this in debug mode in a minute, you'll get to see this in action. Now obviously as a creator, sure, we know it's an NPC, but the player wouldn't. The player would see this as a stone plinth and see it as this book giving them the quest, which again will make more sense in debug mode when we play this out. I want the, once we've killed the cave beast, for the book to also reward us an ethereal item that appears out of nowhere. So we're going to add an event trigger to do that.
Please select which event trigger. Select when you would like the trigger to fire. Once the player has returned and completed the task.
Yep, that's when we want it to fire.
Please select if you wish for a cutscene or music change.
Yes.
If not, change cutscene. Please, fairy dust.
That's the sound I want to play when the event trigger fires.
Enter any text you would like spoke.
Task switching. Notes notes blank. A faint blue light begins to home. A faint blue light.
Just going to copy my pre-written text.
Sable Engine. Contest version 1.8.1. To move to an item, press the arrow key. Sable Engine. Contest version 1.8.1.
Okay.
Add stone plinth to players. Restore party. Reward an item.
We're going to reward an item.
Please select deep blue crystal.
Deep blue crystal, which is just something I had lying around from a previous test project.
Would you like to reward another item?
No.
Would you like to assign an
No.
Enter any text you would like. Event
Nothing.
trigger added. Event trigger.
Pardon me. And now that's all set up so that once the player interacts with it, they'll get the quest and then they'll receive this blue crystal which will appear out of nowhere once they've completed the quest. So now we need to actually find a way of the player completing the quest. And if you remember, the quest was to kill the cave beast. So
Event trigger.
over here to the west there's a cave door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach an event trigger to this cave door. So when the player opens the cave door and goes through, they'll be in the cave beast's lair and it will automatically trigger a battle. Once the battle's complete, I'll have it reward the player the non-physical key we've completed, and that will therefore Sable will recognise behind the scenes that quest is complete, and when we go back to the stone altar we'll be able to get our reward. So let's attach the event trigger.
Please select with event trigger. Please select if you wish for a cutscene or change map cutscene.
Yeah, let's have a cutscene.
Please select the
I say
cutscene
cutscenes,
you
it
would
doesn't
like.
have to be a cutscene, it can be
Dragon
just
flying overhead 3. Dragon roar.
It can be just a sound clip like a dragon roaring, or in this case the cave beast roaring. So
Enter any text you would like spoken while
no.
Select event trigger. Battle.
Battle is what we want.
Please select an enemy. Cave beast.
Cave beast is the enemy.
Is this enemy a special encounter?
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to add any further enemies to this?
No.
Would you like to set a unique music track for the battle?
So
If
we
not, the
could
music
set a
will
unique.
Would you like to set a background ambience for the battle?
We could set unique background music and ambience since it's a special encounter, but we're not going to.
Is a key item given to the player after defeating this enemy?
And yes, we're going to say yes, a key item is given, and it's going to be the non-physical key, so the player won't see they've received it, but Sable will know the quest has been completed that way.
Yes. Please select ZZZZZZZZZ.
There we go, that's the key that the player will get behind the scenes.
Enter any text you would like spoken. Please select single-use trigger.
It's a single-use trigger, so it'll only fire once.
Event trigger added.
Okay, right, so that's
Event trigger.
That's everything all set up, so let's enter debug mode
Name.
and see this actually work in practice. So let's just head back to the stairs.
Stone plinth. Stairs to tavern. Project. Please select. Enter yes. Saving. Debug mode activated.
Okay, so first of all, let's go and find the stone plinth and get the quest.
Stone plinth.
Let's read its description.
A worn leather book sits atop a stone plinth.
Okay, now let's press the action key.
Ancient parchment of quests. As you stare at the empty pages of the book, suddenly in front of your very eyes, writing appears to fill the pages in a deep blood-red Gothic text which reads, "Find the cave to the east and kill the beast within. Kill the cave beast added to quest log."
And there you go. Again, like it seemed like the player was opening a book and reading the quest. Again, I could have had a different sound in there. I was originally thinking I might have the scribbling sound of a pen writing as the text was appearing. I just didn't have that sound, so I just thought the book opening would be good enough. But hopefully that gives you an idea how that would sort of work. So now let's go and kill the cave beast to complete the quest. So I'm just going to, when I press action, it'll open the cave door. Once the cave door's finished opening, we'll be attacked by the beast. So let's open the cave door.
Battle. You encounter one enemy. Monk, please select.
Okay, so the cave beast only has a few HP, so let's quickly kill
Attack.
him off.
Cave beast. 1 damage injured. Warrior, attack. Please, cave beast. 4 damage badly injured. Cleric, please select. Complete, cave beast. Miss.
Hopefully the mage will
Cave
be...
beast.
Oh, hang on.
Mage. Miss.
Okay,
Mage,
let's get the
please
mage
select.
to attack.
Attack. Abilities. Fireball, please, cave beast. Cave beast has been defeated. 0 experience gained.
And the cave beast has been defeated. So again, behind the scenes, the player would have got the non-physical key. Again, if we look at the
Items
inventory list,
Key, no key or quest
there'll be nothing
items.
there, as it's just, again, a behind-the-scenes, all non-physical keys are just behind-the-scenes things. So let's head back into the basement. Just going to go back through the cave door now we've defeated the cave beast. And if we head over to the stone plinth, it should now recognise that we've killed the cave beast and reward us the item.
Stone plinth.
So I'm going to press the action key now.
A faint blue light begins to emit from the book, forming a solid object. Deep blue crystal added to your inventory.
And there you go, we've completed the Kill the Cave Beast quest as well. So there we saw a couple of things. We saw how you can create a quest where you can be asked to go and kill something, but we also saw that unique way of using NPCs to actually make it seem like it's not an NPC setting you a quest. And one thing I would just say, there was a bug in Sable which I discovered when I first tried to run this quest, where non-physical keys were not being given, even though it was set to be given. For some reason behind the scenes they weren't being given to the player. So if you tried to do this yourself in your map, it may not have worked. I'm going to be getting out an update later today to Sable, and that will have that bug fixed in it. So do check out our Facebook page and the audio games forum topic, and I'll post the link to the update in that first post. Also, a couple of people have said the battle music is quite loud, so I put a new version of the battle music track in that update folder, so you can just replace your current battle music with this one, and that will have the slightly lower battle music sounds for you all. Anyway, as ever, I've enjoyed making the video. Hopefully you've all enjoyed watching it, and hopefully you've seen some unique ways you might be able to use quests in your own projects too. Again, if you do have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me. You can either reach me through Facebook, the audio forums, audio games forum topic, or you can email me at info@evanskysstudios.com. All our links to social media, our social media pages if you want to follow us, are in the video's description. But again, just huge thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and you've managed to get something out of the videos. And like I say, hopefully you've come up with some ways that you might be able to incorporate some of these quest ideas into your own project. Thanks for watching.